Hey everyone, good morning and welcome to ASPOT Office Hours live help session. This is where you can ask your quick question regarding ASPOT and get live help. You can also unmute your mic if you have a question, or you can simply just type it in on the chat. On these live builds, we also tend to, show you how to use or how to build different tools in ASPOT so you can see how it works in real use cases. So happy Tuesday, everyone. And for today's live build, I'll show you guys something that is really quick to build, but it's insanely helpful, especially for client acquisition and, providing client value. So this is basically a social media audit spotlight, and we will build it inside ASPOT. So instead of like sending people to a long form, what we're going to do is have the AI interview them conversationally, collect their Instagram and the Facebook stats step by step. So it's going to ask them like interview questions regarding their like social media, and then it will generate a full strategic audit automatically. So it's super easy to customize. Really, you can any niche can basically use this. You can use this for gyms, restaurants, realtors, med spas, coaches, whatever clients that you are working with right now. So the best part is the experience. That's what we're highlighting because we want to make it feel interactive instead of, robotic. So it actually feels like talking to a strategist. So let me show you guys how I would exactly build this inside AdSpot using a spotlight. So let me just exit out of my screen and go to my AdSpot account. Oh, that was the spotlight. So let me to my businesses and we'll build exactly like that. Click the create button, click on spotlight, and just name it AI social media audit. There we go. And click on create. So while I'm building this, guys, if you have any questions about the steps that I'm doing or like, any questions in general regarding ASPOT, feel free to put it in the chat. So that's being created. Now let's click inside. And as you can see, you need to add at least one resource before you can see your spotlight. So you have many sources available. You have your files, your web pages, Q&A, text, integration with Google Sheet and Google Doc so that you can auto sync it live. You also have RSS content. But for this specific build right here, I'm just going to be uploading a knowledge document, a knowledge context document, so that the AI has context on what we wanted to do. And so that's processing right now. Let's just refresh it. Okay, there we go. So that's been processed. Now let me go ahead and go to settings. And first thing that we will see is the header. So you actually have an option to turn this off, but I do like creating the header because it just adds, a much nicer look to our spotlight. So let's do that. So for the logo, I'll use this generated, ChatGPT generated logo. Let's upload that. And for the title, yeah, social media audit. And then for the button text, I guess let's just add a contact us button. And then I'll just put a dummy link in here. You can just change that later on. And then let's add a few custom links in here. So let's just say we also offer free consultation. There's also an about us or maybe our project. So you can customize these links anytime. These are just for ideas on what you can put on your headers. There we go. Now let's head on over to our profile section. And as for the profile section, I guess let's put the logo. There you go. Open, upload. There you go. And over here is the profile description. So basically what this spotlight is all about. So right here, it says get an instant AI-powered social media audit for your business. We'll review your Instagram or Facebook performance, identify weak spots, ask a few follow-up smart questions, and then generate a personalized growth plan. It is perfect for local businesses, coaches, clinics, restaurants, salon, and service providers. So that's going to be our profile description. And then you can also add a few social media links if you have one. Let's just put like sample dummy links in here. Oh, that disappeared on me. Let's try that again. So let's see. Let's just fill this out. For example, just to show you guys what you can do here. Now let's save. So now let's go ahead over here on chat. And I guess it is okay to enable the voice chat as long as you are using OpenAI as your API key here. That's fine. And then this is going to be our initial message. So basically welcoming them to the tool itself. And then what they're like, what the process is going to be. So it's going to be asking a few quick questions about their business and about their current, Instagram, Facebook performance, and then it will generate the following. So let's make sure to save that. And then let's make sure to head on over here and also do a few customization. Let's take a look at what looks best for our spotlight. Let's try this one. Let's do a preview, see how it looks like. Okay, that looks clean. So I guess that'll, I don't think it's saved. Let me go back and go to profile. I think I forgot to hit on the save button. So let's try that again and click on. There you go. Now let's refresh this. Okay, awesome. So I think this one looks okay. So let's use that. And let's head on over to our prompting. So let me show you guys the exact prompt that I will be using for this and enlarge it a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, the first part of the prompt is always explaining to the AI what its job is. So basically, its job is to be an expert social media strategist who helping local businesses. And then it is meant to interview the user conversationally, collecting their business information and also their social media stats one question at a time. We don't want it to present the questions in a long form, so it should ask questions naturally and then wait for the answer before moving on to the next question. So once everything is collected, it will evaluate the following, and then it will generate the final audit in this exact structure, and also like a 30-day growth plan where it will specify the actions for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then a few content suggestions, and then priority action. So also we defined its tone. And then at the very last part of each audit, we wanted to be able to provide this link. So, just a call to action if they want to take one step further from this AI right here. It will suggest that they can book a strategy call on this sample calendar link. So let's make sure that's saved and just switch this over to 4.0. And I guess we're good with the following settings below. Accuracy and creativity balance. I think that's fine. We set that to normal. So the one last thing that we want to add in here is a start button. Start here, click on create, and it will trigger the start of the conversation. Sorry, let me just put that on the initial welcome message. So let's go to chat, go to channels, then click on start. Awesome. Now let's do another preview of this. Okay, so this is how it looks like right now. And as you guys can see, we have the start button right here. So I guess let's click on start and start. Let's go ahead and test this. Okay, First, what is your business name? Let's just say the coffee lab and lounge. There you go. Can you tell me what type of business you run? Okay, there you go. Let's just say we're based in Austin, Texas. How many Instagram followers or Facebook followers do you have? Let's just say 1,400. What your main goal is? Let's see. I think the main goal is to increase local walk-ins and build stronger customer loyalty. Average reach on post reach on social media. So let's provide it with some context. Okay, there you go. Okay, so as you can see here, let's scroll up a little bit. There you go. So it provided us with a social media health score of 65 over 100. It was able to evaluate that the social media presence is solid. It has an established audience both on Instagram and Facebook. However, there are room for engagement and also content strategy. Okay, awesome. So it provided us with what's working, what's missing, and then the biggest opportunity is boosting engagement and interaction on Facebook to increase local awareness. And then it also provided us with a 30-day growth plan right here. So you have your week 1, week 2, 3, and 4, and also a few content suggestions right here, and also today's priority action. And over here, you have your call to action. So they can just simply book a strategy call if they want to take this further. And it can also expand on a few of the items right here. You can ask it to create some sample content if you want to. So, yep, that's the entire build. Pretty much, that's the AI social media audit. So, we're not trying to really replace marketing strategy in here. We're just trying to, make the discovery and the audit process much faster, more scalable, and also more engaging for the user, of course. So, yeah, go ahead and take a look at it inside Aspot. I'll give you guys a duplicate link for this. And let me just save, copy link, and put that in the chat so you guys can access it, play around with it. Duplicate bot for social AI, social media audit. Awesome. So I just put that in the chat. Any questions at all? Any comments regarding this build or anything that you are working on? Okay. I think everyone is good for this Tuesday's live health session. Well, guys, if you come up with anything or if you have any questions at all, or if you encounter anything while using Aspot, feel free to send an email to support@aspot.ai. And that should be it. Thank you and have a great Tuesday.